My heart instantly began pounding at the same pace as the rapid knocking which had just erupted from my door. "This is the resident director. Please open up." My heart rate increased further as it began to rise to my throat. My face flushed with panic. My hands trembled as I slowly opened the door and stared my fate in the face. Exactly 1 month later, I was facing a judge inside of a Cook County courtroom, listening to him as he reviewed the details from that fateful September night. For the amount of marijuana found in my possession, as well as an electronic scale and small collection of paraphernalia, I was potentially facing a maximum sentence of 3 years in prison. If I were found guilty, I could be sitting in a jail cell at this very moment, or at the very least on some form of probation. I would no longer be a DePaul student, and my future employment goals would be ruined. Any opportunities to pursue my dreams and passions would vanish. This is the standard result of the charges I was facing, and each year, thousands of Americans, both younger and older than me, experience this terrifying justice nightmare. I witnessed this nightmare become a reality for an incredible amount of underprivileged people in Chicago this past year. As the judge asked me if I wanted to accept the deal proposed by the prosecution, I couldn't help but feel a sense of relief and gratitude for my privilege. I was a white, Irish Catholic male from the same South Side neighborhood as the arresting officer. I was a DePaul University student and knew a state prosecutor that was friends with the judge. I was privileged. I wasn't going to prison. I was required to attend a 4-day drug treatment class, and my case was dismissed. In the months that followed these events, despite my escape from a guilty verdict, I couldn't shake the intense guilt which was weighing heavily upon my heart. I had experienced how well the criminal justice system had treated me, and witnessed how poorly it had treated so many others because they were not privileged, as I had been. My eyes had been opened too wide for me to simply shut them and ignore this systemic destruction of justice. Monsignor John Egan called us to fight injustice wherever we find it, and I have found it within the very system in America which claims itself just. What I have seen inspired me to follow in the footsteps of St. Vincent de Paul in working for the poor and the marginalized of our world. I hope that my work will truly make an impact on one of the most marginalized groups in America, the victims of our unjust criminal justice system.